In this video, I'm going to be covering the best banks for you to go and get business funding from in the year 2026. Let's begin. Okay, family. Simple put, like I explained in the intro, we are going to be covering the best banks, in my opinion, for you to go out and get access to capital from in the year 2026. Now, I do want to provide a caveat and say that ultimately the true best bank that you're going to be able to go out and get access to funding from are going to be lenders that you already have a relationship with, right? And I talk about this ad nauseum on all my videos, but the reason why I'm so adamant about this is because ultimately, especially in today's lending environment, lenders are leaning more towards people that have already built that relationship with them, right? You guys have that deposit history, whether it's through personal checkings, personal savings, business checkings, or business savings. On top of that foundation that, of course, I would hope you already have set, and if you don't, you would look to build and get set for you. These are also other banks that you could look into as well when it comes to building out your funding sequence and maximizing your ability to get access to capital. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break that down. Now, bank number one, we're gonna do this bad boy vertically, is going to be, I talk about it dang near every video, and let me tell you something, I ain't got no shame about it either. I'm gonna keep talking about them. Y'all ain't gonna stop me. You ain't gonna judge me, okay? Chase Bank, argue with somebody about it, but don't argue with me about it, because ain't nothing to argue about, okay? Why is Chase Bank on this list of different lenders that you should prioritize? Or what's everything you should know about Chase before you actually go out and start looking to work with them when it comes to funding? Well, the first thing that you should know about Chase is they have something that is called the 524 rule. What's the 524 rule? Simply put, if you have opened 5 accounts within the last 24 months, Chase is not approving you for anything when it comes to any of the business funding products that you may look into. They are very strict about this, right? They have the leverage to be able to do this because they're one of, if not the largest, no, they're the largest bank in the world, right? So they're very strict in regards to how they provide their financing and their lending to certain individuals. But another reason, and you'll see more as we talk about this lender as the video goes forward, is because they also offer things that certain banks just don't offer in terms of, you know, their max lending exposure that you're able to get with Chase. Case in point, while yes, the 524 rule isn't really the best, okay? Chase also offers up to $150,000 in biz funding, okay, across their biz credit card products, right? For me personally, I think to date, I have a little over $100,000 in business credit from Chase alone, not even including any of the other lenders I work with. And this is spread out between business credit cards and then also business lines of credit. They, as strict as they are when it comes to who they work with, once you get in the door with Chase, there's just from a lending standpoint, there aren't really that many other banks that are going to give you access to as much capital as Chase will, right? Up to 150,000. So very great leverage there. Also, another great thing to note when it comes to Chase, and this is a gem for people who are watching, Chase allows you to be able to transfer limits, right, from one biz CC to another. What do I mean by that? So let's say you get approved for C card, which is short for Chase card, number one, and you get approved for $20,000 in 0% interest, right? And that interest lasts for 12 months. And by the time you get to month 11, you're like, yo, I need more time to be able to use this capital, right? Or I want more 0% funding, if you will, right? You have a 20K card and 0% interest for 12 months. Let's say you apply for another card with Chase, right? So the C card number 2, and for whatever reason, Chase only approves you for, let's say, 10K. You can't roll over the balance that's on this card. So for example, if you've used the full 20,000, you're not gonna be able to roll over the $20,000 balance. You could, but you can roll over the available credit that's on this card, meaning that let's say you only get approved for 10K here, this card, everything's been paid in full, and you want to be able to use this card for the next 12 months if it comes with a 0% period. You can request for Chase to roll, it can't be the full amount. Let's say you want to roll $15,000, right, of this amount over. You can request for them to do so, and then ultimately have this bumped up, this card, Chase card number 2 bumped up to 15, so that's 25K, right? So now instead of getting 10K from Chase in 0% interest for 12 months, you rolled the limit over from a portion of this limit over from here to here to bump it up to 25K for another 0% interest for 12 months. Okay. Now, in terms of cards that I would recommend for you to apply for, I would recommend looking into, I have it written down over here, the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Chase offers 2 business credit cards with 0% interest, and this is one of them. The other one is the Chase Inc. Business Cash. But this card is really great because you get 1.5% cash back. Hopefully I'm not blocking this. And 0% APR. So that's the first lender. The next best bank that I'll recommend for you guys to look into in the year 2026 is another baby of mine. It's going to be Truist Bank. Oh my goodness. Truist, can't you see? Sometimes your lending just hypnotized me, and I just love your funding ways. I don't remember the rest of the song, so I'm gonna keep going. All right, look, they pull Equifax when it comes to their business credit products. Actually, I forgot to mention this for Chase. With Chase, they pull Experian, and depending on what part of the country you live in, sometimes TU, okay? But with Truist, they pull Equifax, and with Truist, you can get up to $25K in biz credit products total. What do I mean by that? They primarily have 2 to 3, if I'm not mistaken, business credit cards. Let's say on Biz Card 1, you get approved for 20K. The max that you would be able to get approved for on Biz Card 2 is 5K. Or in an alternate situation, let's say you got approved for 10K on this card. For the second card you would try and get from Truist, the max that they would give you is 15K. What's also great about Truist is is one of the few banks that's left that allows you to do what's called double dipping. What is double dipping? Double dipping is when you can get multiple business credit cards, okay? But you can get them using only one inquiry. There's another lender that I'm going to talk about right after that still does this till this day. But why this is great is because when you're going through the sequencing process, one of the things I teach a lot is making sure that when you're applying with lenders, okay, that you are figuring out where they pull from to keep that inquiry count low. Truist allows you not just get 1 business credit card, but 2, and also under 1 inquiry, so that you're maximizing your funding opportunities while keeping your personal credit report clean for you to potentially circle later on to another lender that you want to work with, which is absolutely fantastic. And my personal recommendation for Truist is going to be called the Truist Business Credit Card, which, if I'm not mistaken, allows for you to get 0% interest for 12 months. Okay. Now, before we get to bank number 3, another thing I need for you guys to see is that if you are in the process of trying to get access to funding and want help in doing so, my firm Take All Financial will actually work with you to analyze your business through the same lens that an underwriter does, create you a custom funding strategy, and then handhold you throughout the entire funding process to ensure the highest likelihood of you getting the highest limit approvals possible with lenders that we are partnered with all across the country. Now, if you're interested in learning more about that and seeing if you qualify, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so that you guys can book a call with my team, have us evaluate your business, and see if you're a fit to work with us. Once again, the link for that is going to be in the description below. But back to this video. So we covered Chase, we covered Truist, another bank that has changed things quite up this year, but I still give them the benefit of the doubt, even though they're giving me some things to doubt, is going to be American Express. Now, with American Express, they do pull Experian. Okay, they do pull Experian. And what's great about American Express is that they also allow for you to double dip. American Express also allows for you to double dip. But what's great about American Express is with Truist, they allow for you to double dip, but they don't have that many credit options. With American Express, you apply for one of their products one time, and they have, man, I mean, I think like 6, and I don't think this is, am I exaggerating? I want to say, let's just say 6+, be safe, 6+ credit products. And I know it's more than that, but I'm just being safe. We have the Biz Blue Cash. And then we have the Biz Blue Cash Plus. The Delta card. Right? The gold and I mean, I can go on and on. I knew there was more than, like, they have credit products on top of credit products that you can apply for. And ultimately, once you apply one time, you can apply for as many different credit products as you want, post that, and still be able to get approved for these cards without having to have your credit report dinged over and over. So lenders like Truist and Amex, where they give us the advantage is that, once again, keeping our credit report clean while maximizing our funding opportunity. Now with American Express, they're not a bank, right? They are a lender. So there's not really a branch you could walk into and apply for funding with them. So everything you could do with American Express is either going to be online or over the phone. One of the big things I'll tell you is that once upon a time, Chase and Amex was really the only two lenders you needed to go through to get big limit approvals, because Amex at its floor would give you 15K, 20K and beyond. Now the limits have fallen to where I'm seeing people with personal credit situations and business situations that are really, really strong and still only getting 4K limits, 6K limits, and 8K limits, right? So if the limits that they're giving are on the lower end, Marvin, why oh why would this still be one of the best banks for me to bank with in 2026? Because if you are a business owner, I can make the case that the best business credit card for you to use in your business in the year 2026 is the American Express Gold. The American Express Gold is the only card where you can essentially use that towards your operating expenses. And essentially, as long as the category qualifies with American Express, you can get up to 4x, okay, the reward points, 4x the reward points on your top two categories, okay? So let's say, for example, one of them is ads, and every month you spend 5K on ads with Facebook, Google, whoever it may be. American Express will come back and give you 4 times the rewards on that, which totals out to 20K points that you could use on business travel, restaurants, the list goes on. So from a reward standpoint, in terms of finding a card that you could use on a month-to-month basis within your business, I personally do not believe that there is a lender under the sun that gives you a better month-to-month card to use within your business than the American Express does with the American Express Gold. And it's for that reason that I prioritize this lender right here. Now, there is 2 more lenders that I want to quickly touch on. The next one is a bit of a controversial pick, and there's literally only one reason why I'm putting them on here, which I'm going to explain in a second. I'm going to go Ameris Bank, which for some people may be very surprising, and I'm going to explain why. So for Ameris Bank, they pull TransUnion, okay? And they also are actually known to give relatively smaller limits. So anywhere between that 10K to 12K mark in limits, right? They're an Elon powered bank, Elon financial backed, which for those who don't know, Elon Financial also backs other banks like US Bank, Associated Bank, the list goes on. But what's great about Ameris is if you can apply and branch with Ameris, go, you can, awesome, but they're not available in that many city or states. However, from my experience, they're one of the few banks where applying online versus applying branch doesn't make that drastic of a difference when it comes to how much you're able to get approved for with them. It's still going to float somewhere in that 10 to 12K mark, especially if this is your first time applying. However, the one thing that Ameris has that many other banks don't is Ameris offers a business credit product called the 0+ card, where you can get 0% APR for 18 months. So that's essentially a year and a half of free money that you can borrow with Ameris. And originally, I was going to put US Bank up here because I do recall it was either US Bank or Ameris that had a card that went as high as 21 months, or I think 24 months, but it's 21 months, but it seems like they're not offering that card or the offer connected to that card anymore. So this is essentially the next best thing. So for you, if you're looking for a card where you have not a super sizable investment, somewhat of a prominently sized investment that you want to make on this card that you need a substantial amount of time to pay back on, the Ameris Bank 0+ card is probably going to be the best fit for you. Pulls TransUnion, and you essentially get a year and a half to work on paying that money back going forward. And the last lender on this list is a sleeper that I think most people don't talk about, because the nature of how they do business is they want to work with businesses that are a little bit more tenured, is going to be Citizens Bank. With Citizens Bank, the biggest things you need to know is that they do pull Equifax. Also, with this bank, building a relationship with them and having an account with them Oh, excuse me, well, in this bank, you can't have an account with it. This bank, and this bank, having an account with them is ideal, but not necessary. Citizens, you can't even sneeze in their direction when it comes to funding unless you have a business checking set up. Moreover, your business also needs to have been active for a minimum of 6 months. Whether you're applying for a business credit card or a business line of credit. However, what's great about Citizens is that they offer 0% APR on biz cards, but on their business cards, you can get approved for up to $50K in business funding limits, which is amazing. It's one of the only banks I know comes close to rivaling Chase when it comes to the size of limits that you can get. And on the business line of credit side, you can get up to 150K max on a BLOC. But the caveat to that is they're typically only going to lend 15 to 20% of your business's annual rev on that BLOC. Between Chase Bank, Truist Bank, American Express, Ameris, and Citizens Bank, all for different reasons, and as I'm sure you guys are able to see through this breakdown, all for good reasons. If you are essentially outside of, once again, the lenders you already have relationships with, looking to prioritize building relationships from the bottom going up with any lenders, these are the lenders that I would prioritize looking into so that you're able to maximize your funding approvals in the year 2026. But that's all for this video. I appreciate you all and hope you all received immense amount of value. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click the link in the description to learn more about how you can work with me and my team when it comes to helping you be in position to get funding approvals from lenders from all across the country. As always, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Marvin Francois. You guys have been good. I've been great. This has been amazing. And until next time, peace.